Today's topic, meltdowns.
I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. I am beautiful in every single way. Yes, words can't bring me down. No, no. So don't you bring me down today.
Hello, big wide world of YouTube. Welcome back to Living Life with Autism. I'm Ryan, and today we're talking about meltdowns. For someone on the spectrum, a meltdown is a result of extreme stress, sensory overload, and overall built-up emotion. An important thing to remember is that meltdowns and autistic burnout are two different things. Autistic burnouts are caused by the same things, but they are on a lesser scale. So take it as an autistic burnout is like a rainy day. It's calm and it just rains. But a meltdown is the hurricane that destroys everything and just destroys your day. Meltdowns can happen at any age with someone on the spectrum, from a very small child to an adult like me. Meltdowns are also more emotion-based and long-lasting, but they are the most difficult thing to manage. I know this because I actually had a meltdown this week and it was horrible. With being a full-time college student, getting overwhelming amounts of homework, getting my first job, which is babysitting 4 little boys, trying to avoid my regular stressors, and worrying about the pandemic and my health, a meltdown is bound to happen. So the night before my meltdown was one of the worst nights ever, and when it was really a bad time for it to happen, I didn't sleep very much at all. The best I got was about 2 to 3 hours. My alarm was set for 8:45, but my younger sister was having surgery to remove her tonsils the next morning. So they, meaning my mom and my sister, had to leave the house at 4 or 6 in the morning. I don't really remember. But they ended up waking me up when I was finally getting around to actually getting some sleep, so I was already kind of irritable and stuff like that. But then I finally fell asleep when they left, but it got worse when my grandmother came in at 7 in the morning, an hour and 40 minutes before my alarm, and just woke me up, and then I was so mad. What made things worse is that I wasn't able to go back to sleep after that, so I was just like, screw it, we're just gonna go with the day. So I got up, I got dressed, and it just got worse from that point. I still had to switch out my books from the previous day. I had to pack my own lunch because I don't eat school food or anything like that. So as I was packing the lunch, I realized that we ran out of drinks for it. So I realized, wow, I have to leave even earlier than I already have to do to go get a drink for my lunch, right? So then I go back to my room, I do my makeup, and I had to do my eyeliner, no joke, 3 times because my wings didn't match, and that ticks off my OCD, so thanks for that. So after all that drama was said and done, I finally make it to my college, which is 30 minutes away from my house. I was already feeling very stressed and overwhelmed, so what I did, I told myself that you need to breathe, you need to calm down, just plug in your earbuds when you walk to class like you do every day, and just relax, because my music is my de-stressor. So after I dig into my backpack, put on my mask and everything, I dig deeper into my backpack trying to find my earbuds, and I dig and dig and dig, and then this hits me. I forgot them at home, and that right there was the breaking point. I just started crying, I threw down my bag. It was just a horrible, horrible meltdown for me. So what I did afterwards, I called my mom and told her what happened, everything that happened after she left this morning, and she's just like, okay, you need to come home, you need to relax, and it's okay to have a bad day. So that's what I did. I went home. During the ride home, I started to think about everything that happened, and I realized this isn't usually what brings me to a meltdown in a single day. So then I start to realize that it was just all the stress from school, my work, and my babysitting job, that all of that combined into one just slowly ate away at my stress and just made it grow, I guess. And it was just at a breaking point, and that does happen. So I finally get home and I get to talk to my mom. She hugs me. She said, "It's okay. You just need to relax. It's just been a stressful 2 weeks," because this was only week 2 of going back to college. And for the rest of that day, I felt exhausted, drained. I had no energy. I even took a nap on the couch, and I never ever take naps because they affect my sleeping schedule. Having a meltdown is bad enough, but what actually is worse is the recovery time. A recovery from an autistic meltdown can really take you out for a few days. At least that's what it does to me. When I'm recovering, I feel like no energy. I can't do much. I don't have the desire to really get out of bed, talk to anyone, see anyone. It's just I'm just done. It also didn't help that I had to do a massive amount of homework while recovering from my meltdown, and I struggled so much. I had to push myself to actually finish my homework, or I was, not gonna get credit for it. So a homework assignment that would usually take me maybe an hour to 2 hours, I had to constantly take breaks because I did not have the desire to do it at all. So it really took me about 3 or 4 hours. It is possible to bounce back, but it just takes time. To wrap up this video, I would just like to state that meltdowns and tantrums are two completely different things. A tantrum is, well, everyone knows what a tantrum is, like when a child doesn't get their way and they stomp their feet and they get really mad. That's a tantrum. A meltdown for someone on the spectrum is strictly a cry for distress and overload, and they're just not happy and they're just upset. The final thing I'd like to say is how important it is that you pay attention to your mental health, especially if you are on the spectrum, because meltdowns are gonna happen, but you control how many maybe you have, because knowing your stressors, knowing when you need a break, and knowing when you just need to take a step back and really relax and de-stress yourself. The only way to avoid having more meltdowns is to really take care of yourself and know what really causes your meltdowns. But that is it for the video today, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any experiences from a meltdown, comment. See ya. You can probably notice that I don't have as much energy in my videos right now because I am currently still recovering. Hopefully I bounce back tomorrow.